What's up, guys? Welcome back to Goshen's Games. Welcome back to another How to Play the Dragon Ball Super card game. Today we are actually going to start showing you how to play the physical game itself, because the prior videos were explaining the different cards. So to start off with, we're going to show you how to start the game. Alright, so every deck, in order to play a full game, because there's two ways to play. You can play a full game with a full deck of cards, or you can play a half game with a half deck of cards. Now the half deck of cards works a little bit different. What you do is you take 25 cards, so every card has every deck has a leader card, and then they have their deck. So a full game consists of 50 cards. A half deck or half game consists of 25 cards. And then what you would do is, once you run out of cards in your life deck, or your draw card or your draw pile, you then take your discard pile or your drop area and you shuffle it and then put it back, and you use that as your draw deck. So the way that it's set up is you have your leader card, you have your battle area, your defensive area, or combo area is what they like to call it as well, and then you have your energy area down on the bottom. I don't have a play mat because I didn't buy a starter set. So if I had a playmat, this would be a little bit easier to show you, but like I said, I don't have a playmat, so I'm going to do my best to explain it to you as we go on. So basically, next to your leader card is your battle area, underneath it is your combo area, and then the very last row is your energy area. You have your life, you have your draw deck, and then you have your drop pile, which is going to be right underneath it. So to start the game, everybody draws. So to start the game, everybody draws 6 cards. Alright, these are your first 6 cards are going to be into your hand. So both you and your opponent draw 6 cards. Now, in the first 6 cards, you are allowed to exchange however many cards you want. Okay, technically speaking, you want to exchange cards that have high cost. Fortunately for me, I actually drew a good hand. But let's say, for intents and purposes, we want to go ahead and switch some up. So we're gonna we're gonna switch up this one, Goku, and we're gonna switch up this Gohan card. Okay, so we want to switch 2 cards. So we'll go ahead, put these 2 cards. We're gonna put them on the bottom. We're gonna draw 2 more to replace those 2. 1, 2. So we drew 2 more, and that's going to be our hand. You are only allowed to do it in the very beginning, and I drew 1 too many cards. Look at that. So you're only allowed to do it in the beginning, and so then what you're going to do is, after you draw them, you're going to shuffle your deck again. Okay. All right. So you're going to shuffle your deck. And now we're going to draw our life cards. Okay, so this is my hand. So to draw the life cards, you draw the top 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to count it again. Don't look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to take these and we're going to put them underneath the leader card. Okay, just spread them out a little bit, and they're going to be underneath the leader card. So this is your life deck, also known as your prize pile or prize deck. I'll explain that as we get a little bit further into it. Okay, so you've drawn it, you've drawn your cards, you got your life deck set up, you got your leader cards and your draw pile. Your opponent has done the same. So now you decide who's going to go first. That's up to you guys. Like when you're playing each other, that you decide who wants to go first. So the first person that goes is not allowed to attack. Okay, you're allowed to set up stuff, but you cannot attack on the first turn. So I will go ahead, just for intents and purposes. I'm gonna say, okay, I want to go first, and so I want to start setting up. So I'm gonna take a look at my cards, see what I can do. Can I play anything? So you always want to be able to play stuff. So you want to use up your energies properly. And what are energies? So energies are any card. Okay. So I'm gonna use, for example, this card right here as my energy card, my first energy card. I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. I'm going to put it facing my opponent so they know it's an energy card. And so it's a green energy. It counts as one green energy card. Okay, because this is a green card. All right, it's a green card. And we're using him as the energy card. Okay, so he's one green energy. So now that I have him down there, I can actually play a card if I want to. And the card that I'm going to play Human Shield Krillin. Okay, so I'm going to take my energy card that I put down here. I'm going to switch it from active, which is facing forward. I'm going to switch it from active to rest mode because I'm going to use it right now. And then I'm going to take this Krillin and I'm going to put the Krillin right there in the battlefield. Okay, so the Krillin's there in the battlefield. He's in active mode. I am unable to use him at the moment because I cannot fight on my first, being the first turn. I cannot fight. So I can't fight with my leader card. I can't fight with Krillin. Not that I want to because he's a blocker card. Okay, so I don't want to do that. So then this is going to stay in rest mode. I don't have anything else that I can play. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end my turn. Okay, so say for example, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not going to play a deck over here. We're just going to like pretend that there's stuff going on over there. We're actually going to have a full game later on in another video. This is just explaining the first phase, is like how to start the game. So now my opponent's played. Now it's my turn again. So at the beginning of each turn, you draw a card, except for the very first turn when you start the game. So you draw a card. When you draw a card, all right, so we got Taunting Piccolo, and then after you draw a card, you can go ahead and play another energy. So then at the beginning of your turns, all cards that were in rest mode now go back active. So your energy goes back to active. All cards, so if I had attacked, for example, he now goes back to active mode. So at the beginning of your turns, the cards go back to active. So now I have some other cards here. So let's see. I have Gohan, and I have Piccolo and Goku. These are my battle cards that I have. I can't use any of them, but I can put an energy down and be able to use them. So if I want to use, for example, if I want to use the Gohan card or the Piccolo card, they're both blockers. I would have to put down another energy, and since I already have a green energy down, I'd be able to use Gohan. But we're gonna go ahead and put Piccolo down as an energy card. Okay, so we'll put it down here. He's a blue energy because it's a blue card. So I want to play Gohan. Gohan costs 2 energy, and of this 2 energy, 1 has to be a green energy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. We're gonna play him into our battlefield, and we'll go ahead and do it like that. Okay, so now we go ahead and we turn these energies like before, because we just used them both, because we used 2 energies. 1 had to be green and 1 was green, so we used both. And now if we wanted, we could go ahead and start our attacking phase. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, I'm not going to go more in depth into this because I don't want it to be so convoluted. But we're going to go ahead and end that here for now. That's how you set up. Okay, so a quick rundown. You set up your leader card. You have your draw pile. At the beginning of the game, you draw 6 cards. Then you look at your cards. If you want to switch any cards, you can. You're allowed to switch as many as you want, and you draw that same amount. Then you reshuffle your deck. Then after that, you draw 8 cards, put it into your life deck. Okay, and then you begin your turn, and whoever goes first gets to set up. So you always put at the beginning of your turns, you always put down an energy card. So whichever card you want to use as an energy, you put it down as an energy. And then if you want to play a card into the battlefield area, you have to pay the energy cost. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video today. I hope you found it informative, and I will catch you guys in my next video, and we'll go more into depth in the combat system. Hopefully I can have my wife helping me out here so we can explain a little bit better. Till then, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subscribing if you're new. I will catch you all later. You guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever time zone you're at. Peace out, guys.